were just talking about constant force balance. Again, that's what allows this window to go up and down. Mounts in the shoe. Again, one of the things that we talked about was making sure when you go to tilt the window in for easy cleaning that you lift it up at least 2 to 3 inches, take the tilt latches and tilt them in. Now there's no real reason for you to have to take the sash out of the shoe, out of the master frame, which is this portion that runs all the way around the outside, to clean it. But some customers do like to do that. So in order to do that, what you need to do is open the window as I just showed you earlier, hold it to a 90-degree angle. Take one side, move your hand down towards the bottom, steady the other side, and lift the side up to approximately about a 15 to 20 degree angle. And you'll see that the pivot bar, which is this portion right here, will come out of the shoe. Now, in coming out of the shoe, you bring it to yourself slightly and pull it out. Now you remove the sash entirely. If you look at the sash, you'll see how the pivot bar is coming out of both sides. It's what the window rocks and rolls back and forth on, tilts in and out. This portion, of course, again, is your glass pack. We can easily replace those should they fail, or should they have somebody throw a rock through them or something like that at the home. All this is easily replaced. Now, on the outside edge, you'll see also there's what's called fin seal. That's the gasket that helps seal the window, and there's a bulb seal on the bottom. Most of this never has to be replaced, but every now and then we have pet damage or something like that, and we will take care of repairing that. Now, in order to put this back in, we take the sash again, holding it flat like that at a 90, put the lower pivot pin back in the shoe, take the other one, just bring it down, and then push down. Just slightly. I'm doing this slow right now. You don't have to do it real fast. When you hear that noise, you know you've got it incorrect because the brakes have engaged. The window's in, back, locked in place. Goes up and down smoothly. If it doesn't go up and down smoothly, reverse it again, take the tilt latches, push them into the middle, lower it down, make sure again that your pivot bar is in there. Just undo, go back to square one again. You don't want to go all the way. There, it just came out again. Take this side out and start over. All right, put the bottom one in, again holding it at a 90. Push this side in, push it down. Hear the click again of the brakes engaging. Push it in place, window will go up and down very easily. Now, one of the things that is a very common occurrence, we get a lot of phone calls for this, and this is something has to do with basic operation of the window. The proper way to operate this window in order to open and close it is not by grasping it by the middle, as you may have done with your old window. The proper way is to use this portion here, which is called the lift rail. This means the rail that is grasped so that you raise and lower with this. What will happen if you use this, you're going to take, there's two pieces here, the interlock and the interlock. This is very important because this is what seals the window at the weakest point, which is at the middle. Now these two come together and hook in like this. If you operate it from the middle, what you wind up doing is putting a little inward pressure on it so that rather than locking in, they hit and it causes this top sash to drop. Now, in order to avoid that, leave your top sash up where it belongs and again, close it via your lift rail. I'm doing that basically with one finger. Now, should you have the situation where you've closed it this way with the middle and the top sash dropped down, you'll notice that I can't lock this or it's pushing it away. It's definitely not locked. When I go to push it over, I go to open it. The window's not locked. but it's in the locked position. Unlock it, push it all the way over, push it down, take your night latches and open them up. Very easy, so you don't have to reach up to anything or get them. I've had customers grab broomsticks, poles, everything to try to push this top sash up. Just let your two night latches open up, take your lift rail, lift upward, push downward. Your window is locked. It's just a matter of using them. You don't have to slam it. If you have to slam it, something's wrong. If you have to pry it, if you have to jump up and down on it, something is wrong. You need to call the service department and we'll come out there and straighten it out for you. We're going to talk about how to take your screen out. All the double hungs are standard with a half screen. Some do have full screens, the majority are half screens. It's extremely easy if you would like to remove them for cleaning purposes. Easy to do. All you need to do is take your screen, raise it up a little bit, grab it by the two rails, top and bottom, and push it to the right. What you'll notice once it comes out, there are two springs, one on the top, one on the bottom. So the screen is spring loaded. So once you do that, push it to the right, take it out. You now can take it and hose it down. If you'd like to spray it off with water, clean it that way. Don't use any strong cleaners or anything on the screen because you will damage the screen material itself. But you can just take a hose, wash it off, a light brush, and clean any of the exterior off with it. Don't use anything coarse because you will damage your screen. Now, in order to replace it, and the other thing that you want to make sure of is that this portion on the bottom of the screen, keep this clean. Don't allow dirt to build up in this, because what happens if you do, if you look at the master frame here, there's a hole right there. That's actually a weep hole. It's designed to allow any water that, if you get a driving rain against it, allows any water to drain off and out of the window. If this gets dirty and plugged by not cleaning it, it will plug up the weep holes and it may cause water to back up into the home. What you want to do now, once you make sure that that's clean, taking care of that, push this in to put it back in. You take the spring side with the lift rail at the bottom, push it into the outer track. It has to go in approximately a 1/4 inch. It's not difficult to do. In, let it come forward so that the lip hits here, and just drop the screen down. You've taken the screen out, you've cleaned it, you've cleaned the bottom track, and you've put it back in. No more than a couple of minutes each time to do it.